Hello! Hi, my name is Zoe. I am the Tipsy Psychic, and today I'm going to talk about the compatibility between a Virgo Libra Cusp and a Gemini Cancer Cusp. If you were born around sometime between September 19th and September 24th, then you were born on the cusp of Virgo and Libra. If you were born sometime between June 19th and June 24th, sometime around then you are on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer. This relationship can be very cheesy. The idea of love conquers all is everything here. Sometimes Gemini Cancer cusps don't want your help, and you can't help them, but you can help other people. Focus on other people in your life. Gemini Cancer cusps are very independent. You would feel like the Libra side of you shines more brightly here. This can be a very sophisticated match. It's very important to approach things in a gentle way. You might be looking to your Gemini Cancer to motivate you and make you a better person. But you're gonna need to be that for yourself. You know you can do better than you're doing right now. That's very clear to you, especially when you're dating a Gemini Cancer cusp. You need to work for it. You need to actually put in the effort. Gemini Cancer cusps have so much compassion for you. As a couple, you have this ability to see beauty and joy in everything. You strive for balance. You want things to work well with the universe. You have to be careful not to be selfish. It's good to focus on yourself, don't get me wrong. You can justify it very easily, okay? But you have to make sure that you're not only focusing on your own needs and your own happiness here. You both can take on a very carefree attitude. You're actually really good at not letting everything that life throws at you faze you both. This is a very harmonious match. Just remember that your pride might be getting in the way of things. You're not superior in any way to anyone. That mindset is only going to push your Gemini Cancer cusp further away. A Gemini Cancer cusp will have no problem whatsoever going up to you and just telling you to take a time out, like seeing if you might need some space to deal with something. Like, they get it. They might advise you to just take a step back or go process things on your own. They're so observant, and they will not hesitate to check in with you and ask you if you need to, get some alone time and work through your feelings. Like, they're very perceptive. They are nurturing. When you're no longer in harmony, when you're no longer on the same page, that's when shit goes down. Like, everything falls apart because you can't survive without that harmony. Your relationship thrives off of balance. And when you don't have it, it goes into withdrawal mode. When it comes to creating a family, you get very caught up in it. You're very proud of your roots. It's a big part of who you are. And sometimes that makes you seem like you're better than other people. And that can really get in the way of growing and learning from your experiences together. You'll find that Gemini Cancer cuspers are a hit or miss when it comes to being a good romantic partner for you. Like, you might meet one that is like super compatible with you, and then the next you might feel like completely at odds and repulsed by them. So it's one or the other. This is really about love though, like when I say that. You can get so caught up in your pride and you get so carried away with your love for them, and you feel like things are going really well. But the truth is, anything can just knock your relationship down. So if you don't want to be off balance, you need to make sure that you're taking the time to work on things and not rely solely on those moments of just peace. If you're not working on building more and trying to not just thrive off of this energy that you create, this balance, then you're just setting yourself up for failure. You need to know that you're there for each other. and that you can survive all the obstacles that come your way, even when your relationship is not in perfect harmony and it's not all working out. Energy can be messy. Being egotistical can ruin everything for you, so be careful. When you feel emotional and on edge, they always know how to help you. Here is the truth you need to face. Your relationship is far from perfect, okay? You both have so many flaws and so many weaknesses. And if you don't wake up and acknowledge that and start seeing that there is so much more to build on and to grow and to learn, and there is so much that you stand to lose. There's so much to gain. You need to see it. You might as well walk away now if you can. You're not seeing everything you need to be seeing about this relationship. You may not have the drive you need to maintain your love life with each other. When things get difficult, are you going to face the fact that they're not perfect? Things won't always be the way they are. You need to accept that there's a lot of weakness to your love if you want it to work out. How can you inspire each other if you can't acknowledge that there's more that you can achieve together? That there's more love to defend? How can you protect what you already have? Even when things are all set and everything is peaceful and everything is working really well and everything is balanced, you need to remind yourself that there's still a potential for growth here. You need to find that drive to learn more about each other. You need to explore the world, explore your love with each other. Because if you're just happy with the way things are, then you're not actually building on anything. You're not actually growing as a couple. And you could lose everything that you're so proud of. You might both want the same thing, and you might both be trying to achieve the same results, but you both go about it in such a different way, like completely different. So making plans becomes really difficult because even if you both want the same thing, it's hard to work together and, go about things in a way that, you function well together. It might feel very indecisive at times, especially when you need to make the most difficult decisions. As friends, your bond is usually very weak, and flings are not very strong. Your friendships usually have a lot of issues. Appearances do matter to you, and you're both very drawn to beauty, and the way you present yourselves to the world does matter. And you don't really go into depth with your beliefs and your feelings. You don't really get to a spiritual level with your relationship. There's no psychic connections here. It's very surface level. You would be a very good person for them to live with. If you share a household together, you would bring them a lot of growth and security. And you would feel like the romance takes the backseat. No matter how committed you are to each other, no matter how long you've been dating, how much you feel, your love is very weak. If you compare it to any of the other signs in the Zodiac, like any of the other combinations or matches, like compatibility wise, your love is just, it's weak. It's not very strong. And like it might not seem that way, and you might be really proud of what you have or whatever, but the connection, the link there is not that intense. It's not. And it's very exhausting in a way. Romance usually isn't there. Like the idea might be there, but is it really there? Sooner or later, you're going to have to wake up. Fantasies and dreams don't usually make a huge difference in this relationship. You understand that your relationship is not a fantasy. You get it. It's not something you get caught up in or swept away with, but there is a sense of denial that you might have to face. And part of it is going to be owning up to your faults. Doing that might actually be a positive thing for this couple. You both do things your own way. And even though you might want the same things in the end or have similar goals or directions, you have trouble coming to an agreement. Gemini, Cancer cuspers can be very moody, and you will even them out a little bit more. You don't like confrontation, and sometimes you will go out of your way to avoid it with them. Sometimes you just gotta tell them how you feel. You can't beat around the bush, you just gotta say it. You both need to come to terms with the fact that one of you needs to be in charge. Doesn't matter who, but one of you needs to take on the role. The question is, who will take on this role of leadership? Thank you so much for watching this video. If you were born on the cusp of Virgo and Libra, or on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer, please comment below and let me know what you think. I would love to hear your feedback in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel. Yay, okay, bye-bye.